There we go. We got the secret. I don't know what will happen, but we got it. So, what's going to happen with the secret? Because I know the last one was a puzzle. Heavy steps, ragged breathing. Steps, heavy steps, ragged breathing. There isn't much time left. It might already be too late. The labyrinthian pathways of arbitrary sharp turns seem stranger and stranger as panic blotted out the once deeply ingrained memories that usually guided me. Every corner felt a stranger. Every straight line too long. Are we in like a nightmare realm now? Are we gonna face a mega boss? If it's a fun level, I'm sure it'll be still challenging, so I gotta be ready. Monster boss or not, I have to be ready. The bell tolls for me. I bit down harder on the last of my rations, held only by the skin of my teeth. But we're a robot, we don't have teeth. It barely hung on as it kept frantically looking around, hoping for a few scraps of burning memory of mine to find a familiar sight that would lead me to salvation. The gates must be closing by now. Oh, the last few barely making it. The rest of us never stood a chance. Suddenly, from a blind spot, a figure struck me. Here we go. There was no time to react before I came crashing down onto the cold hard ground. What if we're just like playing as a soldier that eventually became V1 or V2? I don't know. Nah, we have to be playing like as one of the last humans that eventually became V1, right? That makes a lot of sense. Yeah, that would explain how we're so familiar with weapons and things like that. Because all the weapons we have, for the most part, a lot of them are very human, like revolver, shotgun, machine gun. These are very, like soldier weapons, or well, I guess civilian weapons too. They could be technically, except the giant dual barrel machine gun. That seems extremely not civilian use. But that has to be it. I struggled to regain my senses to at least see what fate would befall me in my final moments. But even in this abyss of endless terror, my mind could never have imagined the horror I witnessed. Was that when like creatures from hell started invading Earth? Kind of like Doom? You kidding? You dick. I'm kidding. You're a human-made machine who's created at the height of war. That makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense, and I like that. I like this lore. Here we go. I'm high right now. I am 100% high right now. There is no other explanation for what's going on. There is no other explanation for what is going on. Why do I see V1 in a schoolgirl's outfit? I saw that exact thing on the official website for Ultra Kill. I just thought it was a joke. You're telling me this is in the game. This is a part of the game, is what you're telling me. The lore is cool because V1 was made during like a time of poverty, so even the revolver page states that it's just fires metal shards that are scraped off the side of the gun. Scraped off the side of the gun. Really? That's interesting. Back to the Schoolgirl V1 we're looking at right here. What the hell is this? What the hell? Would I smash it? I don't know what to say to this. Before I can answer your question, smash, next question. Before I can, we need to focus on, what is this? What? I don't know what to say here. I don't know what to think here. Here I am, trying to expect, oh no, this is where we're gonna meet a mega boss. This is where we're gonna just run into one of the most difficult bosses on the side that you can't find in the main game, but instead a side game. No. We're going to find an evil monster that you can't find anywhere else. Oh, we found something you can't find anywhere else, that's for sure. But this is not what I thought it was. Okay, let's do this. Sure, why not? Alright. Oof, ow, ouch, that stings. Wait, this is based on Danganronpa? This is based off Danganronpa? No. No. There is no way. Who are you? Are you okay? Fidget nervously and sweat profusely. Are you okay? Well, I just got knocked over by some blind by choice a-hole who gave my skirt a decorative dirt coating, so all in a freaking-tastic. Though I would prefer to not be on the ground right now. Oh yes, Danganronpa and Doki Doki, of course, 2 games I need to finish on the channel. Help her up. Not with an attitude like that. Sorry, my fault. Help her up. That was me sighing, not sighing for the voice of... Screw this. Hey, sorry about being rude like that. I'm just real frustrated that I'm not only late for school, but also managed to get lost on the way there. Oh, by the looks of it, you're pretty much on the same boat, and by a stroke of a once-in-a-lifetime luck, you just happened to bump into the prettiest girl in town. This is what I'm doing with my life right now. So, how about you lead the way and get us both out of this jam? Ah, crud. I don't go to school. Don't wanna. Actually, I'm lost too. Just my luck. Oh, the prettiest girl in town is her name, huh? No, in retrospect, I guess you wouldn't be here with me right now if you weren't lost as well. Oh well, no point in crying over spilled blood. Might as well just wait for another student to come by and fool them instead. I'm Mirage. Don't bother telling me your name, though. I don't really care. Oh, wow. You could do with being a bit nicer to people you've only met. Just waiting here won't get us anywhere. We should be looking for a way to school. The whole intro to this thing is just you being late to school and eating breakfast. Are you serious? Oh my gosh. Over here I'm thinking we're in a war-torn state while humanity was still alive on the brink of it. No, we're a schoolgirl. We're a schoolgirl. Wandering around like headless chickens would only get us even more... Oh, screw you then. I don't see you coming up with any bright ideas. Since we're both heading to school and ended up meeting right here, that means there's a very high likelihood this spot is somewhere along the way. Therefore, we'll be better off just staying put and waiting for someone who does know the way. You know the way. It's basic logic. You should look it up. Oh, screw you! Basic logic or not, we're already late and I'm not planning on waiting here until tomorrow morning. Anyone who knows the way will already have gone there. Sounds to me like you're just looking for an excuse to give up. Suit yourself. I'll stay here until the death of the universe, if that means I don't have to run around looking for some magical memory-triggering pebble on the ground. Couldn't care less about being late for school. School doesn't matter anyway. Nothing does. I mean, really, take a moment to think about, are we going to get philosophical on this? The human mind, in its complete vastness, is capable of recognizing its utter helplessness and uselessness in the face of inevitable and unavoidable non-existence, but is incapable of coming to terms with it. Oh, okay, sure. We can only ever ignore, hide from it, or temporarily escape it. And the fact that is that we are bound all the way to the way of all times. Death is unavoidable, not only to us, but all that exists or has ever existed. Oh my gosh. Every living being will eventually die out. Did I get the bad ending? Every speck of matter will be eventually wither away and dissipate into entropy. I don't know the answers to the universe that you're seeking, my friend. Another question, why is the robot wearing clothes? Won't it overheat? I have no idea I don't even know what's going on. Doesn't matter if you lived a good life or if you left a legacy behind. Doesn't matter if humanity survives for 1,000 years or dies. Oh, the font just changed, or the font size. The end result is the same. Absolutely nothing. Oh my gosh. Existential crisis, that's what's happening. This is my life now. Existential crisis is just a part of it, I guess. Human intelligence is far beyond that of other animals, but it would be misguided to consider that a gift. I guess. Dogs are happy. I like dogs. All other beings have the gift of ignorance of not understanding what we do. I guess. Our intelligence is not a gift. It's a flaw. Speak for yourself. I consider myself a high-class, high-A-grade idiot, Miss Mirage. Wait, Mirage, are we just seeing things now? Wait, so PUMSQUATCH is a robot, and he mains Genji. You know what? I'll take it. Cybernetic upgrades, here I come! It's an overextension of evolution. Intelligence, once a great feature in eons past, continued to grow unchecked and unfiltered, and has since passed a threshold whereupon it is no longer a benefit but an active danger to its host. You're playing as your kid in the game. Oh, come on! You and Genji's kid. Much like the Irish talk, all species of deer that. Irish elk, all species of deer that. Though uncountable generations of evolution grew antlers so wide and vast that it could no longer run as from predators, eventually leading to extinction. Oh. Human mind is an evolutionary maladaptation caused by going too far in a direction that was once beneficial and will, sooner or later, lead to our extinction. Yeah, this Mirage is a thing displaying that this could be the player's way of experiencing existential crisis and that this isn't even real. Oh no, I experience that every day. I'm fine. On a visual level, it's already happening. Oh, existential dread is already taking hold. I'm sure you felt it too. The pain and fear of being nothing, becoming nothing. I guess, yeah. The suffering of understanding that. We are unable to come to terms with it, so we hide from our own intelligence. We set limits. We stop ourselves from thinking deeply about what will happen when we die. I actually wonder a lot about that. Personally, as well as how I will. Is that healthy or not unhealthy? I don't know. We create distractions, like streams and videos. We keep our minds busy with mundane activities and entertainment to stop ourselves from having to come face to face with the truth. Everything is finite. That is true. Nothing lasts forever, and we need to come to terms with that. But overall, in general, I'm enjoying life while I can. We supplement it. We transform our self-reflective suffering into other forms, art, to keep it from consuming us. Ooh, very introspective. Anything to avoid the panic. I just play card games. There's a lot of stress when you're dealing with the wrong deck. But these ways are simply temporary. They're just there to push back the inevitable veil of helplessness and despair that would encompass and ruin us. In the end, nothing matters. There's no point in turning to find joy in life, or trying to find joy in life, for life in and of itself is suffering. I guess. You're wrong. Huh? You criticize those who consider our vast intelligence a gift, and yet also misguide yourself to believe your meaninglessness is a curse. How could it not be? Because we're in a dating sim and we're in love now. Nothing we do matters in the end, and that is precisely why we are not shackled by the burden of expectations, the fear of eternal judgment, or the failure of meet up to an arbitrary definition of what makes our limited time not wasted. Time cannot be wasted, for there is no greater purpose to life than simply living it. Ah, very nice. Counterpoint. But still, in that case, the meaninglessness of our actions draws to the same conclusion. There is no reason to act, for any action is simply a temporary fluctuation that will, nevertheless, lead to the same conclusion. Quite the contrary. Because we have no greater purpose, we are free to set our own to create self-defined goals for which to strive. For some it may be nothing, for some it may be pleasure, for some it may be creation, and for some it may be improving the lives of others. It is because we have no greater purpose that time spent on goals set by oneself cannot be wasted. Time wasted. In the end, nothing matters, and therefore you have no reason not to do what you want rather than whatever illusion of greater purpose is forced on you by others or even your own misguided thoughts. Interesting. I do understand what you mean. However, that doesn't erase my fear of the end. Even if I were to try to find purpose, I would still be paralyzed by the thought of becoming nothing. This is really interesting, actually. And it is a thought worth fearing. However, abandoning purpose, hope, choice, goals, pleasure, and will cannot make that thought disappear. The fear, however, can subside. Giving up is not accepting the end. It is simply accepting the fear of it. It is embracing despair rather than facing it. Yeah, I agree. This is really interesting. I really like psychology. I didn't take it in high school, but I do like psychology and philosophy. These are just super interesting things of the human mind that we ponder, think, and create. So I am full on into this. I see. Though as much as I'd like to embrace it, I am nevertheless struck with the paralyzing existential panic. I understand it is logically, and I know there is no reason to live in apathy, but I understand it logically, sorry. But my emotional side refuses to listen. The fear persists, and I cannot motivate myself to seek purpose, despite knowing I must. My gosh, how long does this go for? This is true. The emotional is not controlled by the logical, however, they are interlinked. Just as the deepest, darkest depths of despair can overthrow reason, and the logical warping them to fit into a haze of depression, so too can reason influence and overpower emotion, regardless of how impenetrable its defenses may be. 2 hours? No, you're messing with me. It's not 2 hours. It's not 2 hours. No way. Nah. I'm not falling for that Alt F4. But continually forcing to subvert those creeping negative thoughts with the positive logical ones, the emotional mind will eventually gradually start to shape to fit the logical. It is not an easy job. It is not a quick job. It will sometimes feel like an impossible job. However, it can be done. With an immense amount of time, effort, and energy, it will improve. You can change. You can heal. And during the hardest times, when all seems lost and you want to give up, never forget. We will always love you. This has got its hooks in me. It's got its claws in me. This is good. Oh! Well, I'll be darned. Guess you got a good head on your shoulders after all. Heck, I'm impressed. Man, I feel like I've just shed the weight of the world off my back. Or rather, you've done that for me. Love. Gross. And honestly, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. You've given me a lot to think about, and while I'm sure I have a long and hard road ahead of me, I'm optimistic. For the first time in what feels like an eternity, I'm optimistic. Say, we're already way too late for school, and it's become quite clear by now that nobody's going to come lead us there, so how about you and I just ditch that passion-draining penitentiary and go grab something to eat? Hey? Yeah, sure, I've got nothing better to do. You're paying, though. Oh, wow. Still kind of mad at you for how rude you were to me. Which one? Heart? Don't you mean motherboard? Eh? True, true. Alright, Squatchkins. Which one do you want? This was interesting, actually. This is very interesting. Alright. 1 or 2? B? I know you're trolling me. Not sure. Screw it, let's date the robot. Oh, you sneaky! But alright. Tell you what, I'm going to probably upload this as a separate video to the YouTube channel, but I'll upload it, sorry, as with the other stuff sometime very soon. I do owe you one anyways, so what better time to cash out your did the nice thing to a girl way out of my league coupon than now, eh? Does that have multiple endings? I feel like that has multiple endings. Can't believe this is a thing. You got me. You twisted my arm into it. There's no way to accelerate it, is there? There's no way to, like, fast forward to just the options. Why is it showing I'm playing Shining Pearl? I changed it to Ultra Kill. What the heck? I'm not playing Pokemon. I'm playing Ultra Kill. Why does it show Pokemon? I changed it to Ultra Kill. Why does it... Forget it. It's too late. Screw it. We've already done the entire stream like this. I am pressing every spacebar I have right now. That's 2. Yes, yes, go ahead. Keep talking, keep talking. I just want to end this. Come on. I just want to finish this. Okay, let's see. Nah, sorry. To be honest, I'm still kind of mad at you for how you were rude to me earlier. Alright, suit yourself. Offer still stands though, in case you change your mind at any point. See you around, lover boy. For 3 lines of dialogue, that's all that we get from that. What the heck? Alright. I was expecting a lot more, I'm gonna be honest. Me too, or at least apologize or something. I was expecting a lot more. I really was. The true ending for this stream, it sure is.